Here we want to transfer the conduction from power supply to ground. Okay, means collector to emitter. Okay, we want to take the two terminals for the trans conduction, that is GM, gain margin. So for that you have to choose the two terminals, collector and emitter for the BJT. Understood? So next you take circuit diagram for the small signal operation. Okay, in previous class we discussed about DC bias point, right? Is it DC bias point? So in that we taken three currents here. Okay, input and output current here. What is input current here? Base current. Okay, the collector current output is IS into e to the power of VB divided by VT. Remember this equation. Okay, when you come for the small signal operation, you have to take IC. Okay, that is output current equation. That should be equal to reverse saturation current. Okay, can anyone tell me the what is the reverse saturation current? Ganesh HR. Ganesh. What is reverse saturation current?
Yes, sir.
What is reverse saturation current?
It is a leakage current.
It's a leakage current in between the collector to base. Understood? So
Yes,
here you take now e to the power of VB. Okay, e to the power of VB means it's a increasing current, that is output current with respect to forward bias of the base emitter divided by the thermal voltage. Same thing you take alpha equation. Okay, alpha means it's a current flowing from collector to emitter current. Beta means it's a current flowing from base to collector. Okay, beta is emitted transconduction here. Okay, input versus output. Same thing you find out the VC. Okay, from this diagram you take this diagram here. From that you have to write the VC equation here. So what will get VC equation? VCC minus IC into RC. Okay, so next you take second part for the small signal operation, that is collector current and transconduction. Okay, that is the topic here. So collector current means you have to go for this diagram here. So all of you see this diagram here, figure number A. So analyze this diagram here. Okay, if you taken any diagram here, you have to analyze the diagram here. Okay, which one is input? Okay, which one is output? For the input side, what are the elements they have connected? Output side, what are the elements they are not connected? What they have connected? Okay, everything you have to observe. Okay, that is very important here. Don't mug up the circuit diagram here. If you mug up the circuit diagram here, we can't write any equations here. Understood? Because for this subject, we'll get a more than 100 circuits here. Okay, you'll get a more than 100 circuit. You can't mug up the circuit diagram here. Remember this one. Okay, we can't mug up the any equation, any derivations here. Okay, so first you remember the name of the circuit. Based on that, you have to write the circuit diagram. Here, question is what here? We want to analyze the collector current and transconduction. Okay, output current and transconduction. So for that, here the given first circuit diagram here. Okay, see here, you take first BJT. Okay, first you write the BJT, base, collector, emitter. Okay, base side you connect two sources here. Okay, you connect two sources. Next, collector side you connect one resistance here, that is RC. Okay, this one is the load resistance. Okay, RC is what here? Output resistance or load resistance for the BJT amplifier. Okay, next emitter is connected to area ground, because this one is the common emitter configuration here. That's why emitter is connected to ground. Okay, this is about the circuit connections. Next, to come for the analysis here. For the base, they are connected two sources, right? So, which are these two sources here? Karthik, yes sir. Karthik. Anand Kumar.
Yes, sir.
For the base side, they have connected two sources, right? Which are those?
Base emitter voltage, sir.
I know base and emitter. In between, they have connected two sources, right? Which are those here? The symbol indicates what here?
Positive and negative, sir.
Hey, Arpita KR.
Voltage.
Which voltage source here?
AC voltage source and DC.
Yes, right. Here they have connected two sources here. Okay, the first one is AC. Second one is DC. See the symbol here. Okay, the symbol indicate the name of the source here. Okay, here I have written right AC. Okay, this one is the AC here and this one is the DC symbol. Yes or no? So this one is the AC source and this one is the DC source. We are analyzing the both AC and DC combination. In between where to area base emitter, because the base emitter is forward bias. The base connector is what here? Reverse bias. Remember this one. When base emitter is forward bias here, we are applying the two inputs. Okay, one is AC and one more is DC. Okay, for the AC, they have written small letters. See the difference here. They have written VBE. Okay, VBE is what here? Base emitter voltage. Okay, this one external voltage. Okay, not internal voltage here. We want to analyze. We want to analyze the first AC. Okay, for that you write the small letters. Okay, for analyzing the AC voltage, AC current, you have to write the small letters. Remember this one. Next, when you come for the DC, okay, for analyzing the DC, you have to write the capital letters. Okay, you have to write the capital letters. VB. Okay, so VB, the capital VB nothing but a DC supply, small VB nothing but a AC supply. Right on this point here. ನೀವು ಏನೋ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಆ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಡಿರೈವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ನಾನು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ VB means it's a AC, the caps VB means it's a DC. We are analyzing the both AC and DC by applying to the base of the BJT. Understood? After that you take down resistance. Okay, RC is it's a load resistance. Okay, current flowing across the RC, that is IC. Okay, here the connected power supply VCC. Understood? Next, current flowing across the emitter side, that is IE. Okay, voltage across the collector to emitter, that is VCE. So VCE is what here? Output voltage. Okay, VB is what here? Input voltage. Understood? After that, you write the equation. Okay, first to take VB. Okay, see here the written VB in the form of small and caps. They have written small v and caps VB, right? Okay, we are writing the total. We are writing the total base to emitter voltage. Okay, we are writing the total base to emitter voltage. Okay, base to emitter voltage. That is small v and caps V. Caps B. Okay, we are writing the total voltage across the base emitter. That should be equal to what here? DC voltage and AC voltage. DC means caps VB, AC means small VB. Next, collector current becomes, now we have to find out the collector current, right? That is the objective of the topic here. We want to find out the collector current here and transconduction. We want to find out both collector current and transconduction. First you find out the collector current. After that you can go for the GM, means transconduction. So you take collector current equation here, IC. Okay. So what you taken previous? So what you taken previous collector current here? IS e to the power of VB divided by VT. Okay, this is the normal equation for the collector current. Same pattern you take here. Okay, same pattern you take for the collector current here. Here they have taken small IC. Okay, small IC means the output current is what here? AC. Okay, the output current is AC. That should be equal to same. You take reverse saturation current e to the power of total base to emitter voltage. Okay, base to emitter voltage. See, this one is the total base to emitter voltage. That's why you write caps VBE divided by VT. Then substitute here. What is total here? Caps VBE plus small VBE divided by VT. So IS into e to the power of VBE divided by VT into e to the power of VBE divided by VT. Okay, have to multiply. Okay, exponential term to multiply here. You'll get IS into e to the power of VB divided by VT into e to the power of VB divided by, means you have to separate DC and AC terminals. Okay. So this one is the complete DC here. Okay, this one is the complete DC. Okay, and this one complete AC. Okay, AC and DC for the AC output current. After that, you take only AC term here. Okay, you take only AC term. Understood? If you take an AC term here, okay, you take IS now. So IC is equal to now caps IC. Okay, IC is equal to what here? Caps IC. Because this whole term, okay, this whole term indicates what here? See here, this whole term, we can write the equation like caps IC. See here, what is caps IC here? That is caps IS e to the power of caps VB divided by VT. Okay, that is the equation for the IC. Okay, same thing you substitute here. Okay, for this term, that is caps IC term here, same thing right now. You write now AC term as it is, e to the power of VB divided by VT. Understood? Means we want to take the AC and DC term here for analysis. Okay, and that is very important here. So next you take condition. Okay, here you take two condition here. When VB is less than the VT. Okay, means the AC input voltage is less than the thermal voltage. So for that you can write the AC current equation like caps IC into 1 plus VB divided by VT. Okay, instead of writing exponential term, you have to write the 1 plus VB divided by VT. Okay, you have to neglect the exponential term for when the AC voltage is very small. Okay, when the AC voltage is very small compared to thermal voltage, you have to neglect the exponential term. So instead of writing that one here, you have to write 1 plus VB divided by VT. Okay, so that is the meaning of this one. Means the thermal voltage is very dominant here compared to input voltage. That is the meaning of this equation. Understood? After that, you take now collector current equation. Okay, collector current equation here, that is IC plus, okay, IC plus IC divided by VT. Okay, you multiply this one here. You take this term here. Okay, you take this term here, then multiply IC. Okay, what you get here? IC plus then IC divided by VT into VB. Okay, this is the current equation. Understood? This is the current equation here. Next, we want to go for the transconduction. Okay, this is for the current equation. Okay, This is for the current equation for the BJT. Next you take transconduction. Okay. Here we need to find out the GM. Okay. This is the transconduction. You want to analyze the GM for the BJT for the small signal operation. Okay. Here GM you got IC divided by VT. Okay. caps IC divided by VT. So I will go to find out the IC divided by VT here. First you take current equation. Caps IC means it's a DC current and AC current. You have to take combination. So for that you take IC is equal to IC divided by VT into VB. Okay, you take this equation. You take this equation here, neglect this term here. Okay, you have to neglect the caps IC. Okay, so neglect the caps IC here. So neglect the caps IC. You take only AC term. Okay, what is AC term here? IC is equal to what here? Caps IC divided by VT into VB. Same equation you take here. Okay, then you write. Okay, you write equation IC divided by VT is equal to what here? GM. Okay, IC divided by VT is equal to what? GM. GM nothing but what here? Transconduction. Okay, so what is GM equation now? You can write here. So GM is now, you write small letters. Okay, small GM is it's a AC transconduction. Okay, is equal to what here? Output current divided by input voltage. Okay, you write small letters here. Output current divided by input voltage. Okay, this is the gain margin equation, transconduction. Okay, don't write IC divided by IB. Okay, what is beta equation here? What is beta equation? IC divided by IB. There is a difference here, GM and beta. Okay, GM means what here? IC divided by VB. Beta means what here? IC divided by IB. Okay, here we taken input voltage, not input current here. Okay, alpha means what here? Alpha means what here? IC divided by IE. So these are the terminals here for the BJT. Okay, so what you got? GM final equation now, IC divided by VT. This is the transconduction. Next, you take this term here. You take this term here. What you take a GM into IC into VB. You take this equation here. You write one more time. Okay, so this one is the what here? GM is equal to delta IC divided by delta VB. Okay, so delta nothing but what here? Change in the current, change in the input voltage, that gives the change in the current. Okay, here they have taken total input voltage. Okay, total input voltage, because here they have written small v and caps VB, right? Okay, means it's a total base emitter voltage when AC current is equal to DC current. Okay, here you can write the GM equation. Okay, that is delta small IC divided by delta small v and caps VB divided by the when only AC current is equal to DC current for the collector side. Understood? You have to write this equation. So this is for what here? Transconduction. Understood? First you take this diagram here. Okay, base, collector and emitter. You take AC supply and DC supply. Okay, then you take total voltage across the base emitter, AC and DC combination. Then you take collector current equation from previous. Okay, what is collector current equation here? Reverse saturation current multiplied by the E to the VB divided by VT. Same equation you take here, but VB nothing but a what here? DC and AC. Substitute here. Instead of writing VB here, you take AC and DC. Multiply this to here. Then here DC term you can write caps IC. So AC term you write as it is here. Then you take condition when small signal. Okay, small signal means when VB is very small compared to thermal voltage. For that you have to neglect the exponential term. For that you write 1 plus VB divided by VT. Then multiply here. Okay, multiply IC into 1 plus VB divided by VT. So what will get here? IC plus IC divided by VT into VB. Then neglect the DC term here. You take only AC term. So because we are finding out the AC current, collector current here. So for that, neglect the DC here. You take only AC. So for that, you write IC divided by VT into VB. Understood? After that, you take gain margin. Okay, gain margin, nothing but a IC divided by VT. Okay, so you take output current divided by VB. Understood? Same thing you can express here with respect to change in the current and change in the input voltage when AC current is equal to DC current for the collector side. Okay, this is the final equation for the delta AC divided by delta VB. Understood? So this is for the collector current and trans conduction. Understood? So is there any doubts here? Any doubts are there? Varsha?
No, sir.
Okay. Next you take here. Second one is, what is second one here? Model number 1, that is base current and input resistance here. Okay. You take base current and input resistance at the base. Okay, next second topic here for the BJT analysis, base current. Earlier what you taken here, collector current, right? Is it? Next you take base current. Base means what here? Input current. Here we want to find out the AC input current with respect to input resistance at the base. So here you take equations with respect to input side. Okay. See, I will show you one diagram here. Actually, we want to write this diagram for the small signal operation. For writing this diagram here, you have to go through the equations. Okay, the base. Okay, this one is the base here. Earlier, what to taken here? Collector, right? Just now discussed with collector and transconduction, right? Here there is a collector current here. After that, we have to derive the equation for the GM, right? See it. So what you got GM equation here? IC divided by VB. Same you written here. So IC you take it outside here. What you get here? GM into VB. Okay, means current is flowing from power supply to ground. Okay, ground means emitter. Okay, because this was the common emitter configuration, right? So power supply is flowing from collector to emitter. Okay, for that to write one current source here. This one the current source. Current source means for the collector side, almost we are maintaining the maximum current. Okay, maximum current we are maintaining here because this is the path. Okay, this is the path for the current flowing from power supply to ground. Power supply means VCC, and the ground means at the emitter terminal. Okay, for that you have to choose the current source here. Okay, current source means it's a saturation current. Okay, not only minimum current here, we are maintaining the maximum current. That's why we call it as a transconduction here. Okay, that is output current divided by input voltage. Means here the transconduction is directly proportional to collector current. Okay, GM means what here with respect to resistance equation? What is the GM equation in terms of resistance? How do you write the equation? GM. Write on this equation. GM is equal to 1 divided by resistance. And then the gain margin is inversely proportional to resistance. Okay. What is our equation here? What is our equation? According to Ohm's law, V by I. Simplify this one here. What will get here? I by V. Means GM is equal to what now? I divided by V. Means current is directly proportional to GM. Okay. and inversely proportional to GM is inversely proportional to resistance. Understood? So this is the equation here. Okay, this is the equation for the collector to emitter. Next, you take base side here. When you come for the base side here, they have connected input one resistance. Okay, one resistance and base here. Okay, one resistance and base here. You take here base. Okay, base current you take. You take beta equation. Okay, what is beta equation here? IC divided by IB. So IB you take it outside. What will you get here? IC divided by beta. Okay. Next, when you come for the IC, so what you got here? Previous equation. What you got IC equation here? See there, small IC equation. We got small IC equation here. Caps IC plus caps IC divided by VT into VB. Okay, this is the collector current equation. Same thing you substitute here. But to substitute that equation here, then multiply by the beta. There is a beta, right, divided by beta for the IC equation here. You write IC, substitute here. So IC is equal to what here? Caps IC plus caps IC divided by VT into VB. After that, you take beta for the both side. Next, you take caps IC means it's a DC quantities, and small VB means it's a AC quantities. With respect to right, you write equation now. IB means it's a combination of the AC and DC current here. For that, you can write now capital IB plus small b. Capital IB means what here? DC. Small IB means it's a AC. Understood? So based on this one here, you can write the equations here. Okay, AC and DC. Understood? So total IB current is what here? DC current and AC current. That is the meaning here. Next, you take only AC here. Okay, you take only AC term equation here. So IB is equal to what now? 1 divided by beta. Okay, you take this term here. You take this term here. You take this term for the AC. What is the IB equation now for the AC? 1 divided by beta, AC divided by VT into VB. Okay, then substitute here. So IC divided by VT, what you got previous? IC divided by VT means what here? See this equation. IC divided by VT means it's a GM. Okay, it's a GM here. Substitute here. IC divided by VT means GM. Okay, then what you got final equation now? IB is equal to what here? GM divided by beta into VBE. Okay, GM divided by beta into VB. This is the AC base current. Okay, next we want to find out the resistance. Okay, for the base side you have to take the resistance in between the base diameter, because the base diameter is forward bias. When there is a forward bias means there is a current here. When there is a current means there is a voltage. When there is a voltage means there is a resistance. That resistance you have to find out. Understood? The base diameter is forward bias. Okay, for that there is a current and voltage. Okay, here we need to find out the resistance across the base diameter. That is R pi. Okay, R pi. R stands for the what here? Resistance. Pi means it's a pi shape. Okay, the small signal equivalent circuit is what here? It's a pi shape here. That's why they called pi. Okay, so R pi is equal to what here now? VB divided by IB. Okay, so here this term you write GM divided by beta as a R pi. Okay, then VB you take it left side here. What will get here? VB divided by IB. Okay, here you take R pi. Okay, R pi now beta into GM. Okay, you take now. So R pi is equal to what now? Beta divided by GM. Understood? Here IB they have taken right side here. Okay, IB they have taken right side here. The remaining term they have taken left side here, that is beta divided by GM. So R pi is equal to beta divided by GM now. Fine. This is the final equation for the input resistance. Understood? This is the input resistance. Then we can write the equation even for the thermal voltage also here. Okay, thermal voltage also, that is VT divided by IP. Okay, we can mention the RPI equation with related to thermal voltage. If we take a thermal voltage means we can write the equation like VT divided by IP. Means instead of writing VB, when VB is very small than the IB. Okay, VB is very small than the VT. Okay, VB is very small than the VT means instead of writing small VB here, you can take caps VT divided by, instead of writing small IB, you can take IB. Means so DC is very dominating here when VB is small. Okay, and there is a small AC means the DC is very dominating here. Okay, that is the RPI equation. Okay, RPI is equal to now VT divided by IB. Understood this one? So first you take base current and input resistance here, because for writing small signal equivalent model, we have to find out the base current equation and the resistance value. First you take IB here. Okay, in that you'll get IC divided by beta. What is beta equation here? IC divided by IB here. IB you take it outside, you'll get IC divided by beta. Then I substitute the IC equation from the previous equation. Then total base current is now DC multiplied by DC plus AC. You take only AC here, find out the IB, you'll get a GM divided by beta into VB. So here GM nothing but a IC divided by VT. Okay, when VB is small. Okay, when VB is small. After that, find out the resistance across the base side, that is VB divided by IB. You take according to Ohm's law here. R is equal to what here? V by I. Okay, same thing the written. The base diameter voltage divided by IB. Okay. Next, the remaining time you can write RPI is equal to beta divided by GM. When VB is small than the thermal voltage, we can write the RPI like VT divided by IB. Understood? So this is about the second current here, base current. In earlier what you taken here, collector current, right? This is for collector current and this is for the base current. Next we'll move on to the emitter current. For the next class, I have to discuss about emitter current and input resistance. That is the last year. Okay, after that you have to write equations. Okay, for this diagram here. So any doubts here? Any doubts are there? We can ask you now. Chandana GP.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts are there?
No, sir.
Why? In offline you'll get a more number of notes, right?
Understood, sir.
Okay, fine. Ganesh HR. Ganesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any doubts are there?
No, sir.
I think this semester you don't have any problems, right? The classes from beginning, is it? Oh. Hello, Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
This semester you don't have any problems, right?
Yes,
Diploma
sir.
students, huh? You're attending the classes from beginning only.
Yes, sir.
Remember this one. So any doubts are there here? What about boys here? Okay, I will stop the class now. Okay. Yes, you can leave the meeting now.